Hi everyone, once again welcome back to our channel. Now we are going to discuss about the very short answers, subtopics, most important questions, top 11 questions from 1 to 8 topics. ఒకటి నుండి మనకి 8 టాపిక్స్ తీసుకున్నట్టయితే ఆ టాపిక్స్లో ఉన్నటువంటి టాప్ మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్, వెరీ షార్ట్ ఆన్సర్స్. ఓకే, దీస్ 11 క్వశ్చన్స్ సెలెక్షన్ చేసిన ఈ 11 క్వశ్చన్స్ నుండి మనకి కంపల్సరీగా మినిమం 5 to 6 క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చే అవకాశాలు వస్తాయి. మినిమం లేదా 4 to 6 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఈ టాపిక్స్ నుంచి మనం చెప్పేదానికి 100% వస్తాయి. చూడండి, దీన్ని మీకు గన్ షాట్గా మీకు మినిమం ఒక 10 మార్క్స్ వచ్చే అవకాశాలు ఉంటాయి. ఈ 11 క్వశ్చన్స్ నుండి ఆ టాపిక్స్ ఏంటంటే మనకి రే ఆప్టిక్స్ 1, నెక్స్ట్ వేవ్ ఆప్టిక్స్ 5th 1 year, కెపాసిటెన్స్లో ఒకటి వస్తుంది 5th టాపిక్స్, 7th టాపిక్స్ మూవింగ్ ఛార్జెస్ అండ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిజం, 8th టాపిక్ ఇయర్ మ్యాగ్నెటిజం అండ్ మ్యాటర్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ టాపిక్ ఇయర్, సెకండ్ టాపిక్ వెరీ మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్, 2 క్వశ్చన్స్, హైపర్మెట్రోపియా అండ్ మయోపియా. ఈ 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ విత్ డయాగ్రామ్స్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాం. తర్వాత థర్డ్ టాపిక్ బూస్టర్ లా. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ హియర్ discuss about the hypermetropia and myopia. What is the myopia? What is the hypermetropia? To correct the which lenses. Okay, here question number 1, top here senior inter top most 11 very short answers, question and answers. Okay, first question here topic is second topic, ray optics and instrumentation. Okay, what is myopia? How can it be corrected? How can be it corrected? So statement here, when the light from distance object get converged in front of the retina, then the distance object is not clearly visible. This defect is called as here myopia. This defect is called here myopia or short sightedness. This myopia corrected by using spectacles having divergence lens. That means here concave lenses. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, విత్ డయాగ్రామ్తో చూస్తాను మీకు ఏంటంటే, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ హియర్ వాట్ ఈస్ myopia? This is the eye. Okay, this point is a point object. This is a cornea. Okay, డయాగ్రామ్ రాయండి సరఫ్గా. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ అ లైట్, దిస్ లైట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఆబ్జెక్ట్ డిస్టెన్స్. నౌ దిస్ లైట్ కాన్సన్ట్రేటెడ్ ఎట్ ఇన్సైడ్ హియర్ ఇన్ ఫ్రంట్ ఆఫ్ ద రెటినా. దిస్ ఈజ్ అ డిఫెక్ట్. నౌ దిస్ డిఫెక్ట్ by using spectacles here concave lens, that means here divergence lens. Okay, this is a defect. This corrected. Now this one here retina, this is a point object. Okay, here in front of using here concave lens, now this is concentrated at point here. This is a retina. Okay, this is a P prime, this is a P distance object by using spectacles here having divergence lens, that means here concave lens. This means which lens here? Concave lens. Okay, or divergence lens. Okay, this is a using concave lens ని ఉపయోగిస్తాం. ఇక్కడ ఏముంది, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? డిస్టెన్స్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. దిస్ ఇస్ అ డిస్టెన్స్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. నౌ స్టేట్మెంట్ వన్స్ అగైన్, when the light from distance object get converged in front of the retina, then the distance object is not clearly visible. This defect is called as here myopia. The myopia corrected by using spectacles having concave lens. ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ వేసుకోండి రఫ్గా. this diagram here, rough diagram andi. Okay, question answer diagram eskondi. Here myopia means when the light from distance object okay, the distance object is get converged at a point in front of retina, okay, in front of retina. Then the distance object is object is not clearly visible, స్పష్టంగా కనిపించేది visible, is called this defect is called here myopia or here short sightedness, short or దీన్ని ఇంకేమంటారు, short sightedness, okay, short sightedness. So this myopia, by using this, corrected by the myopia, how can it be corrected? It corrected by the myopia. Here myopia is corrected by using here, which lens here using concave lens, here by using spectacles having here divergence lens, that means here concave lens. This is a answer, this one here answer. Diagram ఏంటమ్మా, diagram ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ రాయండి. 1 second ఇయర్లీ, when the light from distance object is get converged at a point in front of the retina, then the distance object is not clearly visible. This defect is called myopia, so or short sightedness. Okay, this myopia is corrected by using spectacles having here divergence lens, that means here concave lenses. This is a myopia. Next one, what is hypermetropia? How can it be corrected? Note this one first of all. Question number 11. Okay, then next one, hypermetropia. Question number 12, very most important. When the image of near object is focused in behind the retina, then the object is not clearly visible. This defect is called as here hypermetropia. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే చూడండి, నెక్స్ట్ వన్, దిస్ ఇస్ అ hypermetropia. Okay, question number 12, hypermetropia. How can it be corrected? First diagram here, this is a eye, okay, this one here for example object, okay, this one here object. Now this concept behind the retina, behind the retina, this one here image, this image behind the form, behind the retina. Now this corrected by using convex lens, by using a convex lens. This correction here in diagram is roughly, okay, this is a eye, this one here object. Now this using before here, this is a convex lens, convex lens. Now this is a image, this one here image, okay. First the image formed behind the retina after using convex lens. This image formed in retina. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఫస్ట్ రెటీనా బ్యాక్ సైడ్ ఏర్పడుతుంది. ఈ కరెక్షన్కి కాన్వెక్స్ లెన్స్ను ఉపయోగించినట్టయితే అప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఏర్పడుతుందంటే మనకి ఇమేజ్ ఆ రెటీనా పైన ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ అ డయాగ్రామ్, దిస్ ఇస్ అ కరెక్షన్, దిస్ వన్ డిఫెక్ట్, దిస్ వన్ ఇయర్ కరెక్షన్. ఓకే, స్టేట్మెంట్ 2 మార్క్ క్వశ్చన్, వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. డయాగ్రామ్ వేసుకుందామా, arrow symbol. Okay, which lens here? This is a convex lens. Answer: when the image of object, near object, here answer, when the image of near object is focused behind the here retina, behind the retina. Okay, retina, then the image is not clear. So then the image is not clearly visible, okay, sorry, visible, okay, clearly visible. This defect is called here, this defect is called here, this defect is called here hypermetropia, okay, hypermetropia. So this hypermetropia corrected by using this here hypermetropia corrected by using here, which lens you using here? Convex lens, by using here, by using spectacles having here, spectacle having here, this is a divergence in convergent here, convergent lens, okay, convergence lens here, that means here convex lens. Convergent lens means here, convergence lens means here convex lens. This is the answer, this one here answer. Once again, when the image of near object is focused behind the retina, then the image is not clearly visible. This defect is called hypermetropia. This hypermetropia corrected by using spectacles having convergent lens, that means here convex lens. This is a 2 mark questions, very very most question. Next, booster angles. Next one here, booster angle. Third lesson, know this one first of all. Here question is question number third topic. Here topic is here wave optics. Very very most important question, this one. Explain Booster's law. This question is very short answers and also short answers. Short answers లో కూడా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఇది షార్ట్ ఆన్సర్స్ ఇచ్చినా ఇదే ఆన్సర్ రాయండి, వెరీ షార్ట్ ఆన్సర్లో అయినా ఇదే క్వశ్చన్స్కి ఆన్సర్ రాయండి సరిపోద్ది. కొద్దిగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తా సింప్లీ. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ బూస్టర్స్ లా. వాట్ ఈస్ ద బూస్టర్ యాంగిల్? ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద బూస్టర్ యాంగిల్స్? Explain the booster law. Here unpolarized light, when a unpolarized light incident on transparent surface at a particular angle of incident is called as here booster's angle. Here the reflected ray, light wave, totally polarized and remaining rest of the light here unpolarized, refracted. The angle between the total internal reflected light and refracting light both are in perpendicular to each other. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే సింప్లీ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అ ట్రాన్స్పరెంట్ సర్ఫేస్, దిస్ వన్ here transparent surface. Okay, first of all draw the normal, this is a draw the normal. AB is a transparent surface. Okay, unpolarized light incident on the at point O, unpolarized light, this is a unpolarized light, this one here unpolarized light. That means here arrow symbols, this is a arrow symbols here, dots. Okay, here these are here dots. Electric and magnetic lines, electric and magnetic fields, these two perpendicular to each other. ఓకే, ఇందులో ఏంటంటే ఒకటి మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఉంటుంది ఫీల్డ్ ఉంటే అదేవిధంగా ఒకటి ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఉంటుంది. ద ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ బోత్ ఆర్ ఇన్ పర్పెండిక్యులర్ టు ఈచ్ అదర్. ద డైరెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ద వేవ్, లైట్ వేవ్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ unpolarized light. UPL means unpolarized light. This is a unpolarized incident on transparent surface. At point O, for example. Now this is a reflected light, this is a reflected wave, light wave, this is a reflected light wave, remaining here rest of the this one here refracted light wave. This is a angle of refraction, this one here angle of refraction. The angle between this is a reflected light wave. Okay, this one here refracted light wave. This angle between these two here 90 degrees, this two here 90 degrees. The incident light, this one here, this incident angle here IB means here booster angle. IB means here booster angle. Now this rays here dots, these are here dots. These dots here totally polarized lights. This is a total reflected light is a polarized light. And this arrow symbols, this is a unpolarized light. This one here unpolarized light. Okay, ఇక్కడ ఏమైంది, ఇక్కడ ఇన్సిడెంట్ తర్వాత రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అయింది లైట్. ఈ లైట్ ఏమంటున్నా రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ లైట్ వేవ్, దిస్ ఇస్ అ రిఫ్రాక్టెడ్ లైట్ వేవ్. The total reflected light wave perpendicular to the refracted light wave. That means here ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య కోణం ఎంత ఇక్కడ మనకు 90 డిగ్రీస్. ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య కోణం ఎంత ఇక్కడ మనకు ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ వేసుకొని రఫ్గా. సో స్టేట్మెంట్ వస్తుంది ఆన్సర్. when a unpolarized light, unpolarized light incident light is here incident on transparent surface, transparent here surface at a particular angle of incident. Okay, particular angle of incident called here called Brewster's angle. Brewster's here, this is a Brewster's angle. Brewster's angle. This is a here IB. This is one here IB. Now the total reflected light perpendicular to the refracted light, and here and the total reflected polarized light, reflected polarized light is perpendicular to here refracted light. Okay, perpendicular to refracted light wave. Okay, light wave. This is called here, this is a Brewster's law. This one here Brewster's law. Is statement right? First of all, here when a unpolarized light is incident on transparent surface at a particular angle of incident called here Brewster's angle IB, and the total reflected polarized light is perpendicular to refracted light wave. This is a Brewster's law. Okay, note this one. First of all, this one statement 4 marks కూడా ఇదే రాయని సరిపోతుంది మనకి. ఏనా 4 మార్క్స్ క్వశ్చన్ కూడా ఉంటుంది ఇది. Now from the Snell's law question, this note this one answer not this is a statement సరిపోద్ది 2 మార్క్స్ కి. 4 మార్క్స్ కూడా ఇదే కవర్ అయ్యేది ఇక్కడ. Now from the diagram, from here the diagram from Snell's law, mu is equal to here sin I by sin R, the ratio of angle of incident to angle of refraction, that is equal to refractive index of the two media. That means here mu is equal to sin I by sin R. But here sin R is equal to here R is equal to refractive angle R is equal to 5/2 minus here IB. 5/2 R is equal to 5/2 minus IB. Okay, now this is a mu is equal to sin IB. This is a IB sin I by sin R. Here I is equal to just IB and R is equal to 5/2 minus here IB. Okay, these two here substituting here. Now sin of 5/2 minus here sin B simplies here mu is equal to refractive index. This is a refractive index of the two media. Mu is equal to sin IB by here. This means here sin of 5/2 minus theta, that is equal to cos theta. Now here cos IB simplies here mu is equal to sin IB by sin cos IB, that is equal to tan IB. Okay, tan IB. This is a Brewster's law. Now that means here this is equal to the tangent of incident angle. The tangent of incident angle is equal to the refractive index. ఇక్కడ వరకు మనం రాసి సరిపోద్ది. ఓకే, so finally mu is equal to tan IB. This is a 4 marks. Once again statement, when a unpolarized light incident on transparent surface at a particular angle of incident is called Brewster's angle, then the total polarized light perpendicular to the refractive light wave, it is called as here just Brewster's law. So the Brewster's law mu is equal to tan IB. Here tangent of refractive Brewster angle is equal to refractive index of the both media. Okay, this is a question number. This topic here, third topic, wave optics. Okay, next question. Next question here, fifth topic, question number 5th, very short answer, question number 5th, very most important questions, repeated questions, 5th and 6th. First of all, explain the 5th question. Here question is here, 3 capacitors of capacitances 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad and 3 microfarad. This is a here, this one C1, this is a here C2, this one here C3. Capacitance of the capacitors, okay, are connected in parallel. First one, what is the ratio of charges? Next question, potential, what is the ratio of potential difference? So these three are connected in parallel. Parallel nothing but here, this is a parallel combination, okay, this one here parallel, this connected to battery, this one here connected to battery, okay. The potential difference here V1, V2 for example, V3. Capacitances C1, C2, C3. So the charges are different. Charges are here difference, but the potential difference are same. That means here V is equal to V1 is equal to V2 is equal to here V3. Now here C1 is equal to answer here. Formula Q is equal to VC. Q is equal to here VC. Q is equal to VC. Potential difference are equal in parallel combination. The condensers are in parallel combination. The potential difference are same. So here charge Q1, here charge Q2 and charge here Q3. Now the ratio, first of all, what is the ratio of charges? What is the ratio of charges? Now Q1 is to Q2 is to and here Q3 is equal to, Q is equal to formula VC. Q is equal to here VC. That means C1 V1 is to here C2 V2 is to C3 V3. Potentials are equal. Now that is equal to here Q1 is to Q2 is to here Q3 is equal to C1 is to here simply these are potentials are equal. So C1 is to here C2 is to C3. Now here C1 values, C1 is equal to 1 micro, C2 is equal to 2 microfarad and C3 is equal to here 3 microfarad. Now these values here substituting, very simple. So Q1 is to Q2 is to here Q3 is equal to C1 means 1 is to 2 is to here 3. This is the ratio of the charges on condensers, capacitors of a capacitance. Okay, this is the first answer. This one here answer 1. Next one, what is the potential difference? What is the potential difference? That means here V1 is to here V2 is to V3. That is equal to here potentials are equal. So potential ప్రతి పలకమైన ఉన్నటువంటి పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ అనేది సమానంగా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి సింప్లీ 1:1 here 1. This is the answer. Second answer. This one here second option. So this first condition, the plates are connected in parallel condition. This question number 5. Note this one first of all. Okay, question number 6, chapter 5th lo question number 6 same ఏముంది ఇక్కడ, these capacitors are connected in parallel combination, nothing but a series combination. Same question but ఎలా ఉన్నాయంటే series combination. Note this one first of all. Next question number 6, very important. Question number 6. 3 capacitors of capacitance 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad, 3 microfarad are connected in series. Okay, connected in series. First one, what is the ratio of charges? What is the ratio of potential difference? First of all, these three are series combination. So these three are here series combination. So these 3 capacitors, okay, connected to the battery here C1, C2, C3, charge here Q, here Q1, Q2, Q3. So potential V. Now same potential, different potentials on the different capacitors, different plates, same charge. So same charge flowing through these 3 capacitors. So that means here Q is equal to Q2 is equal to here, Q3 is equal to just to Q. So charge is same. Charge is same. Now potential difference are different. So V is equal to total potential. Total potential V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus here V3. These are different. These are here different potential differences. Okay. First condition, what is the ratio of charges? So charges are same. So same charge flowing through these three capacitors. Now first condition, first one, the ratio of charges. Okay, the ratio of charges here, Q1 is to Q2 is to here Q3, that is equal to same charge, so 1 is to 1. This is a first answer. This one here first answer. Okay, this one here first answer. Next one, option B, what is the potential difference, ratio of the potential difference? That means here V1 is to V2 is to here V3. Here V is equal to Q is equal to formula, Q is equal to Vc. Here V is equal to Q by C. Now Q1, that means here V1 is equal to Q1 by C1 is to here, V2 is equal to Q2 by C2 is to, V3 is equal to here just to Q3 by here C3. Now Q1, Q2, Q3 both are equal. Now that is equal to simplies. V1 is to V2 is to V3 is equal to 1 by C1 is to here, 1 by C2 is to 1 by C3. Now C1, C2, C3 values, given values here 1, 2, 3. So simplies here, simplies 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 is to here, 1 by 2 is to here, 1 by 3. Okay. Now answer, V1 is to here, V2 is to V3 is equal to, note this diagram. Okay, answer very simple. LCM, this one here LCM, this is the LCM. 2 3 ja 6. Okay, 6 is to, next 3 1 3 ja 3 is next one. This 2 1 ja 2. This is the answer. The ratio of this one here, the ratio of, therefore the ratio of potential difference, V1 is to V2 is to here, V3 is equal to 6 is to 3 is to 2. This is the answer. This one here answer. Okay, very important. 5 questions. Remaining questions here. 7th topic, moving charges and magnetism. In this topic, very important, most questions, moving coil galvanometer converting into ammeter, converting into voltmeter. Okay, first of all note this one. See here, topic here, 7th topic, very most important questions, these two. How do you convert a moving coil galvanometer into an ammeter? Okay, question number 11. How do you convert a moving coil galvanometer into an voltmeter? With diagram to కొద్దిగా explain చేస్తాం. The moving coil galvanometer can be converted into a ammeter by connecting low resistance or shunt resistance in parallel to moving coil galvanometer. This is the moving coil ammeter, ideal ammeter. The resistance is here 0. Moving coil galvanometer ideal ammeter resistance is 0. Okay, first of all diagram untadi. This is a moving coil galvanometer. Okay, now this one here shunt resistance, this one here shunt resistance. Okay, this is a shunt, this is a galvanometer resistance. So this is a shunt resistance parallel to this moving coil galvanometer. This is a parallel to this moving coil galvanometer. Okay, A, this one here B. this is a diagram. This one here, this is a IS, this one here IG. This current passing through the I, this I at junction, for example O, dividing to two parts, IS and IC. This current passing through the shunt resistance, this current passing through the moving coil galvanometer. So the shunt resistance connecting to the parallel to the moving coil galvanometer. This is a diagram. Okay, now statement answer here. Okay, the moving coil galvanometer, moving coil, this means here moving coil galvanometer can answer first one answer here. First one answer very simple. Moving coil galvanometer can be converted into a ammeter, into an ammeter by connecting a low resistance దీన్నే మనం ఏమంటున్నామంటే ఇక షంట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్. ఓకే, షంట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్. ఓకే, లో రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఆర్ షంట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఇన్ parallel to it, okay, parallel to it. So the moving coil galvanometer converting into ammeter. The ideal, the shunt resistance, the resistance of, see ఇక్కడ అండి ఇంకొక పాయింట్ రాస్తాను, the resistance of ideal ammeter is zero. ఎంత ఐడియల్ దీన్ని ఐడియల్ అమ్మీటర్ తీసుకున్నట్టయితే రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత అమ్మా? హౌ మచ్ హియర్? 0 రెసిస్టెన్స్. దిస్ ఇస్ అ క్వశ్చన్ టు ఆన్సర్. దిస్ వన్ డయాగ్రామ్ ఏంటి? సింపుల్గా సో డయాగ్రామ్ వన్స్ అగైన్. మూవింగ్ కాయిల్ galvanometer కెన్ బి కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ ఏ అమ్మీటర్ బై కనెక్టింగ్ లో రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఆర్ షంట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఇన్ parallel to it. Moving coil galvanometer. Then the moving coil galvanometer converting into ammeter. Now the resistance of ideal ammeter is 0. Okay, this is one question, 10th one answer. Next one, note this one. The moving coil galvanometer converting into voltmeter. Direct answer రాస్తున్నా, తర్వాత ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తా. వెరీ దిస్ ఇస్ ఆన్సర్. దిస్ వన్ ఆన్సర్. మూవింగ్ కాయిల్ galvanometer ఈజ్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ ఏ మూవింగ్ కాయిల్ galvanometer కెన్ బి, ఇక్కడ రాయండి, మూవింగ్ కాయిల్ కెన్ బి కన్వర్టెడ్ into a voltmeter by connecting I resistance. Here by connecting I resistance in series. Okay, in series to it. Okay, in series to it. ఇక్కడ ఎలా చేసిన దీన్ని I resistance ని connecting to series combination to the moving coil galvanometer. Then the moving coil galvanometer converting into a voltmeter. Okay, once again, moving coil galvanometer can be converted into a voltmeter by connecting I resistance here, I resistance in series to it. The resistance of ideal voltmeter okay, voltmeter is here infinite. ఎంత? infinite. infinite. This is a infinite ఉంటుంది దీనికి. Ideal distance at how much here? Infinite. This is the answer. This diagram very simple. Diagram is your series combination. Okay, this is one resistance. This is one here moving coil gallon meter. So this is a I resistance here resultant. This one here resultant diagram వస్తుంది. ఇది ప్రాసెస్ అయిపోద్ది. ఓకే, ఏసైన్ లేకుండా లేదు డయాగ్రామ్. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ టాపిక్ ఇయర్ మ్యాగ్నెటిజం. ఇక మ్యాగ్నెటిజం తీసుకున్నట్టయితే 4 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటున్నాయి, వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్. వాట్ ఈజ్ డిక్లినేషన్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఇంక్లినేషన్, నెక్స్ట్ ద యూనిట్స్ ఆఫ్ మొమెంటమ్, డైపోల్ మొమెంటమ్, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ, మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ. ఓకే, ఒక 4 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటాయి, అవి కూడా ఇక్కడ చెప్పేస్తా. నోట్ దిస్ వన్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్. Yeah, next 8th topic, chapter year 8, chapter year 8, very most important questions. 4 questions very very important in IP, TS and AP. చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి, వెరీ సింపుల్. ఓకే, ఇక 3 క్వశ్చన్స్ రాసిన, ఇంకో క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటుంది. వాట్ ఆర్ ద యూనిట్స్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ మూమెంట్, మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఇండక్షన్ అండ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్? ఓకే, magnetic moment, magnetic induction and magnetic field. Question number 5. Okay, question number 7, define magnetic declination. Define magnetic declination. 8th one here, define magnetic inclination or angle of dip. First answer రాసుకోండి ఇక్కడ. First answer. 5th answer, what are the units of magnetic moment? Okay, first one, magnetic moment. SI units here, SI units ampere meter square here, ampere meter square, first one. Next one, magnetic induction. This is here capital M, this one here capital M. Magnetic moment nothing but here capital M. Next one here magnetic induction. Second one here magnetic induction. B. This one here magnetic induction nothing but F is equal to here BA. BA. A means here area. A means here area. Here B is equal to MB. MB. B means pole strength. M means pole strength. B means magnetic field induction. Here B is equal to force by pole strength. The force by pole strength. North to pole strength. So pole strength units, SI units here ampere meter. Pole strength to SI units here ampere meter. Force SI units here just Newton. Now the magnetic field induction B is equal to force by M, nothing but here units Newton ampere meter or joule ampere meter square or Weber per meter square or దీన్ని మనం ఏంటంటే టెస్లా. ఏందమ్మా టెస్లా, 4 రకాలు రాసుకోవచ్చు దీన్ని. SI units న్యూటన్ బై ఆంపియర్ మీటర్ ఆర్ జౌల్ ఫర్ ఆంపియర్ మీటర్ స్క్వేర్ ఆర్ వెబర్ ఫర్ మీటర్ స్క్వేర్ ఆర్ టెస్లా. టెస్లా ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు వెబర్ ఫర్ మీటర్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు టెస్లా. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్. ఓకే, థర్డ్ SI units ఆఫ్ ద మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇయర్ జస్ట్ వెబర్. ఓకే, magnetic field. SI units here just here Weber. Saripodi. These are SI units of the here magnetic momentum, magnetic induction, magnetic fields. This is a first one answer. Next one answer, define magnetic declination. At a given place, the magnetic declination is defined as just at a given place. The angle between geographical meridian to first of all, once again, just to okay, note this one first of all. Note this one. Diagram is explain చేస్తా కొద్దిగా. Okay, at a given place, the angle between geographical meridian to magnetic meridian is called as a defined magnetic inclination, angle of magnetic inclination. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, this one this is a for example, this one B, C, D. This is indicates magnetic meridian. This one here indicates here magnetic meridian. Okay, meridian. Here this is a this one here geographical meridian. 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 So this is an angle. This one here angle. Okay, the angle is statement here, the angle bet at a given place, the angle between geographical meridian to magnetic meridian is called as here, this means magnetic declination. Okay, answer this one, answer this diagram from this 7th one. Answer here very simple. At a given place, at a given place, the angle made by the angle between the angle between geographical meridian to geographical meridian to ఇక్కడ తప్పు రాసిన, సరే కరెక్షన్ చేస్తా. జియోగ్రాఫికల్ మెరిడియన్ టు magnetic meridian. Here magnetic meridian is called as a magnetic declination, is called a magnetic declination. This is the answer. ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ రాయండి, ఏం లేదు. ఎట్ ఏ గివెన్ ప్లేస్ the angle between geographical meridian to a magnetic meridian is called as a magnetic declination. This diagram is simple గా ఈ మ్యాటర్ రాస్తే మనకు 2 మార్క్స్ వస్తాయి. ఓకే, నోట్ దిస్ వన్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, నెక్స్ట్ 2 questions. Yes, see here, last 2 questions, important questions, 8th topic. 8th one here, define magnetic inclination or angle of dip. ఆల్రెడీ స్టేట్మెంట్ రాసిన, ఇక్కడ వెరీ సింపుల్ ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ, ఎందుకంటే మళ్ళీ చాలా టైం పట్టింది ఇప్పటికే. ద ఇయర్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇయర్, ద యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ డిప్ ఎట్ ఏ ప్లేస్, ద యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ డిప్ ఎట్ ఏ ప్లేస్, జస్ట్ రేషియో here, the angle of dip at a place, okay, is defined as the angle made by the direction of earth magnetic field, with horizontal direction in magnetic meridian. This is a angle of dip or magnetic inclination. Once again, the angle of dip at a given place, the direction in magnetic meridian. So direction of earth magnetic field with direction of the horizontal direction in magnetic meridian. This is a angle of dip or magnetic inclination. So ఇక డయాగ్రామ్ రాసినట్టయితే మనము ఒక డయాగ్రామ్ ఇస్తాం సింపుల్గా, ఇది ఎలా ఉంటుందో. here ఇక్కడ ఓకే this one leave it, this direction here BH horizontal direction in magnetic earth magnetic field, this one here magnetic this angle here, this angle here delta dou, this one here dou, okay. This is a BH nothing but horizontal earth magnetic field, horizontal earth magnetic field. The statement here very simple, the direction of earth magnetic field with horizontal direction in magnetic meridian at a given place, the angle made by the statement, the angle made by the direction of earth magnetic field with direction horizontal direction in magnetic meridian is called as just angle of inclination or angle of dip. This is a diagram, this is a diagram A, for example this one B, C, D. Last one question here, last one question, classify the following materials with regard to magnetism. It's a very most important question, last one. In 6th situation ikkada manganese, cobalt, nickel, bismuth, oxygen, copper. So here magnetic materials here para, ferro and dia, okay, ferro materials, para materials and dia materials. Here answers in this one materials are cobalt and nickels, these are here, these two are here dia materials, these are here dia materials, okay. Next one here manganese and oxygen, manganese and here oxygen, manganese and this is a manganese and oxygen, these are two here para material magnetism, next bismuth and here copper, these two are here bismuth and copper, here sorry mistake అయింది ఇక్కడ sorry bismuth dia వస్తుందమ్మా, bismuth dia, here copper also dia, cobalt and nickel these are here ferro, these are here ferro magnetic materials here cobalt, nickel, diamagnetic materials here bismuth and copper, and paramagnetic materials here oxygen and manganese. These are answers here given. Last one, first of all dia, answer here materials magnetism materials here bismuth, okay, bismuth and ఇక్కడ copper, these are here diamaterial magnetism. Next one manganese and here oxygen para materials, para materials here manganese, and here oxygen, okay. Next ferro materials here ferro magnetic materials here cobalt and nickel, here ferro means here ferro, cobalt and here nickel, okay. These are here once again very most important, ఇది చాలా సార్లు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఇది. Diamaterials here bismuth, copper, para here manganese and oxygen, ferro here cobalt and nickel. These are very most 11 questions in IPE. These 11 questions very most important to IPE, TS and AP. ఇది ఇప్పుడు కానీ మీకు హాఫ్ ఇయర్లీ కానీ ఎప్పుడైనా సరే ఇవి ఈ టాపిక్ కంపల్సరీ 11 క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చి మీకు మినిమం ఒక 5 క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చే అవకాశాలు ఉంటాయి. చూడండి. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్ స్టూడెంట్స్.